Hallo, meine lieben Freunde, was geht, was ist, guten Abend, guten Tag. Es ist dein Lieblings-YouTuber James Bray, and in this video, I'm going to be looking at the update with the situation in Germany. And what I mean by the situation in Germany, I mean the lockdown associated with the pandemic. Because apparently, a few days ago, there was I think it was Angela Merkel kind of rolled out a new pretty much mandate for the following month of what the lockdown procedures are going to be, since the cases have been rising. And I think that's very interesting, and I want to see at what point might they possibly entertain people coming back into the country. So if you guys are new to the channel, willkommen. If you guys are returning viewers, willkommen zurück. We post videos every single day, and I wanted to kind of do like an internet deep dive into this, and I saw an article, so I'm like, you know what, let's check it out. But without further ado, man, all I ask is that you abonniert to diesem Kanal and like the video bitte. Just smash that like button. I don't really do like goals like that unless it's the vlogs that are completely in German and stuff like that, where I'm trying to speak fluently. But we're gonna get this information and kind of break it down and see what's going on. But without further ado, Lowski. Germany to impose 1 month partial lockdown. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has announced tough new measures from Monday, November 2nd, in an attempt to curb the spread of the pandemic. But will German people be compliant? I mean, of course. I can answer that now, of course. German Chancellor Angela Merkel and Germany's state premiers announced on Wednesday a new partial lockdown to begin on Monday, November 2nd, which it literally has already started. So I guess when I mentioned that in the beginning, that lockdown actually starts right now, so it's currently going on. The so-called nationwide lockdown light is a less intense version of the measures that brought German society and economic activity to a standstill in the spring. Shortly after Merkel's announcement, French President Emmanuel Macron announced a new lockdown across France. New restrictions for the next month. Restaurants and bars will close except for takeaway. Wow. Large events will be canceled again. Unnecessary travel is strongly discouraged. Overnight stays in hotels for tourist purposes is banned. What? Are you serious? Oh, well, I guess that makes sense, but dang, in hotels though? That's crazy, man. All those who can work from home should do so, and employers should ease a transition into working from home. Meetings in public will be restricted to just 2 households of up to 10 people total. Hey, man, RIP them holidays though, man. Yo, I hope Christmas about to be real awkward, man. Entertainment facilities such as theaters and cinemas will be closed. Yo, I'm telling you, I feel like theaters and cinemas or the kino will be completely out of business by the end of this entire pandemic. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, because I feel like they've taken one of the biggest L's, business-wise throughout this entire situation. Public recreation centers such as pools, gyms, and saunas will also be closed. No crowds are allowed at sporting events. Interesting. So that means no one can go to sporting events. It'll just be like aired on national television. You know, it's crazy because I think earlier this year they played basketball games with no one in the stands at all. And that was just weird, man. What is allowed? Schools and kindergartens will remain open. Church services and protests will be allowed to continue due to constitutional concerns. Nursing home residents will be allowed to receive visitors. Shops will remain open with 1 customer allowed per 10 square meters, 108 square feet, and borders will remain open. Okay, this is actually what I am confused about. So are we allowed to travel to Germany, or are we not allowed to travel to Germany? I feel like we can travel, but we have to do a 14-day quarantine. Here's how it works for me. So since I'm in the military, right, I can take, I think, up to 30 days at a time. So if I did fly out there, I would have to quarantine for 14 days. So I'd be in a hotel, just quarantined up and everything. And then after that, I could kind of roam around and everything. Problem is, I don't think they're letting us travel right now until they can green light all of us as far as whether or not we can or can't go overseas for personal travel and stuff, just to keep us safe, I guess. Serious situation. Merkel said in a press conference, "We're in a very serious situation. We must act, and now We must act, and now, to avoid an acute national health emergency. She said the number of people in intensive care units has doubled in the past 10 days, and that many areas it was no longer possible to track the trace infection chains. Track and trace the infection chains. In 75% of cases, the source of the infection is unknown. Wow. So Thomas Sparrow has also commented and he's saying that the sentence by Merkel now helps to explain just how serious the situation has become in Germany. We're now at a point where, on average, nationally, we no longer know where 75% of the infections come from. We can list 25% of them. That's crazy, man. If infections continue at this rate, we will be at the limits of the capacities of our health system, she said. That's why it is difficult. That's why it is a difficult day to day, also for political decision makers. I want to say this explicitly because we know what we're putting people through, and that actually makes sense. State and federal leaders will meet again in 2 weeks to assess the new measures. To assess if the new measures are having enough of an effect and recalibrate if needed, meaning possibly stricter lockdown procedures. Business support. Merkel promised that firms hit by the new measures would receive economic support. Companies with up to 50 employees and self-employed will receive 75% of their income in support. We will compensate affected companies, institutions, and clubs, she said. And according to media reports, a total of 10 billion euro, or $11.8 billion has been earmarked for support. Larger companies will be reliant on the EU rules for assistance, as this will vary from company to company. Emergency loans will be made available for self-employed workers such as artists and stagehands, while small businesses with less than 10 employees will gain access to very cheap loans. And the public mood. This is actually a question I wanted to ask you guys. How are you guys feeling right now with everything going on worldwide? But I guess this particularly aims at the German demographic on the channel and stuff. So how are you guys managing through this whole process? Is it annoying? Do you think it's necessary? Are you eager for this to all be over? Is this actually a blessing in disguise because you get to work from home and Do you miss being around a bunch of people? Were you introverted? I know I have a lot of introverts and stuff. I'm partially introverted myself, so it's not too bad actually, to be honest. I just wish that I didn't have like a what do we call it, man? Like a limiter, you know? I feel like the whole pandemic situation is like a limiter on what we can and can't do. And even though I might not even do things like going to parties and clubs and I think that should just be available as an option, you know? And because we're in a pandemic, that's not going to really be a thing. So I just hope that this ends soon, because we've literally been in this thing since March. And we've known about this since last December or last November-ish. So it's kind of crazy. But anyways, it says, until now, Merkel's government has enjoyed high levels of support for the measures put in place to tackle the pandemic. And Germany has fared relatively well compared to many of its European neighbors. But public mood has been shifting, and criticism among the population and government-ordained measures is on the rise. Oh my God, I said that wrong. The population of the government-ordained measures is on the rise. Wednesday saw Germany's highest rate of new daily infections yet, of over 14,000. And the latest figures show that only around 33% of Germany's intensive care beds are still available. That is kind of scary. Now, this is the last part we're going to read, and then we're going to just talk about it a bit, and then we'll conclude the video from there, man. But it says mounting dissatisfaction. Compared to the beginning of October, 5% more people now say that the measures currently in place do not go far enough. What? 32% in total, according to the statistics agency Infratest. Wow. At the same time, the number of people whom the measures go too far increased by 4% to 15% of the people in total. A slim majority, 51%, feel that the current measures are sufficient, but this number is 8% less than at the start of October. Some of those who vehemently oppose further restrictions are fearful of the economic impact. Yo, I'm low-key fearful of that, and it's not even for me, it's for other people. So many people have lost their jobs because of this, right? And yeah, like for the most part, maybe everybody can bounce back from this, but historically, following like an event that is this, grave, right? A lot of businesses are going to be bleeding money, so they're not going to really hire on as many people, which means a lot more people are going to be out of employment for a while. So this is kind of scary, to be honest. Many Berlin restaurant owners, for example, have said that they would probably have to close down their business if faced with a second lockdown. They have already seen losses after closure in the spring, followed by rules that forced them to adhere to social distancing regulations, and then curfew imposed last month. Several news outlets also reported that financing the new measures would push the amount of debt Germany was in for 2021 well over 100 billion euro, or $117 billion. Well, which is significantly less than America. $23 trillion. Oops, my bad. Might be 27 trillion or 23 trillion. Either way, it's in the trillions, man. That's kind of a problem. Anyways, Finance Minister Olaf Scholz had planned a sum of 96 billion euro to help the businesses ride out the pandemic next year. But the new aid package would cost 10 billion euro more. The opposition pro-business liberal Free Democrats have spoken out against another shutdown for the hospitality sector. I believe it is unnecessary and unconstitutional, party leader Christian Linde wrote on Twitter before Wednesday's meeting. Well, that's getting a little political, so let's just end it right there. The fact of the matter is, things are looking pretty wild worldwide, because America is obviously, we have the highest amount of cases right now, which is insane, and everyone's trying to do their best to prevent the spread of this thing. While also, America, as you can see, is kind of going through an election fiasco. Like, my question is, why didn't it end 2 days ago? But that's everybody's question. But that's another topic, a completely different topic. My question to you guys is, how are you guys doing? Are you guys feeling good? How has 2020 been for you guys in regards to the pandemic? Do you think it got dragged on a way too long, like longer than anticipated? Did you guys think that there would have been a vaccine created by now that was already distributed to people? Obviously, it hasn't happened, but would you have thought that there should have already been one, considering how fast modern technology is, or especially our medical field? And then a bunch of other things, like, what do you desire to do after this is over? I know a lot of you might say the same thing, but I mean, for those people who were traveling a lot or be active doing whatever, what do you want to see change after this is over? I want to travel to Deutschland. I honestly do, but right now it's this whole pandemic situation is making it very hard, especially with the whole hotel thing. Like, that's crazy, like, because it's like the borders aren't locked down, but the hotels won't let you stay overnight. So it doesn't make no sense, right? Because if I travel to Germany, if you think about it, right, where the hell would I stay? It don't make no sense. Anyways, that was pretty much the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys feel, think, and whatever. This is kind of more of a laid back video and kind of an eye opener to what's been going on. We only have technically to include the rest of this month, basically 2 more months left of this year, and then we're over with 2020, and we're on to 2020 part 2. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure checking this out with you guys, and I'll see you guys later in another life. Okay, in the next video. Bis später, Leute. Ciao. Hey, what's up? Did you guys subscribe to the channel? Did you subscribe to the channel? Well, if you haven't, make sure you do that. Also, we do have a Discord. The Discord link is always going to be in the description down below on any of my videos, and it's dope. What we do on Discord is pretty simple. A lot of you guys I'm collecting you guys from a bunch of different countries, a bunch of different places, and you guys want to teach me a whole bunch of stuff. You guys can join the Discord and teach me anything. You can send me any kind of messages and stuff. You can actually post memes. You could participate in the community and just make friends. Just go ahead and join the Discord and see what kind of situation you're getting into for yourself. Also, there's going to be some giveaways in the future. There's going to be some giveaways, but to create some incentive for that, I need you guys to follow me on Instagram. Are you guys following me on Instagram? You know what my Instagram looks like? Probably don't know what my Instagram name is. It's right there. Just go ahead and check it out. Check it out. It's dope. Just follow me on Instagram. I do live streams every day. I try to, engage with you guys in every way possible. I know not a lot of creators are very engaging with their fan base. I try to be engaging. So just go ahead and check it out. There's no harm, no foul. Follow me on Twitter too. I honestly am trying to grow my Twitter, but I don't really post that often on there. But when I do, you guys will be the first to see whatever post those will be. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you guys want shout outs or whatever, I don't know, we have a lot of upcoming independent artists that have been hitting me up as of late. I might create a series where I favor my international independent artists and stuff, and I might promote you guys for free, but it might just be 1 or 2 a week, and you guys can give me some feedback on that. But all to say, follow me on my social medias. All right, if you guys aren't doing that already, you need to do that because that's a pretty big deal. I'll see you guys later, but enjoy the content I create. It's gonna be random, reaction videos, a lot of everything. Reaction videos, vlogs, challenges, cooking videos, gaming videos, anything you guys suggest when you join my Discord or message me on Instagram. But I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Follow me. Peace.